So let me give you the skinny. Welcome to the Teacher's Lounge, baby. These ones are mini.
So they're trying to get me to pay them for every time I pay-per-viewed Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows.
What?
For both parts, or just did you watch both parts in a row?
Well, I kept forgetting which part I watched, so I kept reordering pay-per-views and forgetting.
It's not like a time. You have it for 24 hours.
You do, but I don't like, sloppy seconds even of my own watch. So it's like if I'm watching,
you don't
So you
leave
would
anything on the movie when you watch it. Sloppy seconds is like you had sex with somebody and you left some of your fluid in
Well,
there.
you always wear a
Jesus.
condom.
Jesus, Howard.
You always wear a condom when you're watching pay-per-view.
until I'm ready to settle down. Yeah, absolutely.
Until
What?
you know you really like the actor or something.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you get horny when you hear pay-per-view, even if it is a children's movie.
I don't know that that's what we're saying.
Also, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows is not a child's movie, Bill. It is a very adult storyline.
Yeah, it's very adult. And I think for some people, if you put on a condom, it means you're horny. For me, it just means I'm keeping it real and keeping it safe.
Absolutely.
Right,
STD free since 2019.
So you're saying you...
Wait, that's this year.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
Wait,
I'm
you just got
STD free.
tested?
I just got tested, yeah. And I'm positive. It came back positive.
And what do you mean when you say STD free?
You beat AIDS one time already, Todd.
STD free, I never got an STD and paid for it. So my STDs have always been free.
That's right.
Okay. Because I was outside of the clinic when you went in for the test. We went with you. You were a little nervous.
Supportive friends.
And all I can really say is there was churning of machinery that seemed to be breaking down, catching fire.
At one
I don't
point-
even know how these machines work, but you broke them to their core,
Yeah.
Chernobyl style.
Yeah, the power on the block all went out, rolling blackouts, then came back on like when the generators came on.
When they were testing your blood? Is that
Yeah.
A bunch of Russians
Really-
showed up and said, "There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong."
Yeah, and things were fine for a while. And I don't know how it's going to end up. But my STD test left some people deformed. And you can't drink the water at that clinic anymore.
That's a real shame. That's such a shame. But at least you got a clean bill of health at least.
The actual bill is filthy.
The bill, it's not supposed to be a charge.
Oh,
A clean
my
bill of health.
is expensive and filthy. The bill they left of health I left with. I mean, and I'm insured.
When I saw some of this bill, there's a lot of cleaning fees on the bill. What does that mean?
Well,
Why is there cleaning fees on your medical bill?
well, you know how you can get your oil changed and your car washed at the same time.
Yeah.
So I got an interior detail while I was in there. I had them do a little scrub. I got my insides cleaned up.
Wow.
Like a enema.
I wish.
You wish.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
no.
what do you mean you
Not-
wish?
not
The enema would have
reverse
been
juice.
smooth?
Was it reverse juice?
I got a reverse juicing.
Oh, that's nice.
That's supposed to be good. Was it reverse juice dark?
Yeah, how was the roast?
Could you take it to a funeral?
Yes, it was very dark.
okay.
But funny at points.
But funny.
It was a little bit like Rami.
That new show on what is it?
Dark,
Which
funny.
streaming service is it?
FX.
FX.
FX Hulu.
FX
Hulu.
Good.
FX got the Hulus. FX.
Got the
We
who.
got the Hulus.
But the
now.
point is, if you guys want to all split the pay-per-view bill on that until I figure it out, and then I'll reimburse you guys afterwards.
Well, you've stolen enough money from me at this point, Todd. I don't
I
think
am,
I can contribute. I'm sorry.
And
I am
how are
in
you
for
doing?
it.
Are you making any of that money back, Howard?
I wish. But
You're busking?
No, I
Better not be.
I wish I could. I
Wait, why
spent
do you
the
say
last.
he better not be? Sorry, Howard.
This is my city, baby.
You're the only busker?
I should be.
Well, if you could actually play one song, you might be able to bust.
Oh, my
You can't
God.
get out there and stumble over Wonderwall.
Yeah, you go out there. You say, "I've played a guitar since I was 7 years old."
That's true.
No, it isn't. You
had one.
You opened the Fender box from that you got. You bought a guitar from Guitar Center. You took it straight out of its
And it was one
Fender
of the
box.
first guitars that had been in a Fender Bender. It was that guitar was messed up.
Yes. Well, yeah, I have a Fender Bender guitar.
And people on the street said this. Look at this guy. He's playing a fender bender. Sounds more like Stumblewall to me.
I know. It was stumble.
Jesus,
People were
people.
slowing down. Traffic was slowing down. There's a fender bender. Look, stop looking. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, there was some, there's something with rubbernecking a neck of a guitar. I don't know if you guys want to play with that.
What is it? What is it? Yeah.
But, you know who I feel like? I'm Freddie Mercury, and you're my Moroccan family. And
Wow.
I'm going to keep making beautiful, brilliant art, and you guys are going to keep trying to hold me down in this house.
Todd, I don't think any of us have ever tried to hold you down, even once. In fact, I would say you are more of an anchor than any of the other three of us.
The only anchor I am is Anchorman Box Office. That
What does that mean?
Explain that joke.
Classically not very successful in the theaters and became a cult hit later on DVD. So what do you mean
Anchorman
by
was
this?
huge in theaters. You're crazy. I mean, I'll look it up. You're crazy.
It truly it wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, you're nuts. Yeah, but Howard, you're trying to make money
Yes.
because you claim I'm stealing from you.
What?
Lie, but go ahead.
No, well, unbeknownst to me, you guys gave me tickets to 2 jobs. You told me you were giving me tickets to fun things. It turns out these were 2 different jobs. Did you
What do
guys
you
know
mean?
this?
You're
What do you
talking
mean?
about your tickets to the asbestos, to cleaning asbestos out of the lunatic asylum.
Fine. Easy now.
Oh, sorry,
the
loony bin.
crazy hospital.
And then working on a barge.
Yeah, I thought I was going for a nice tourist experience. Turns out I get there, they give me a jumpsuit. They say you're wearing this now.
A prison jumpsuit.
Huh? Yeah. Yeah, it looked a lot like a prison jumpsuit.
Well, yes, I got that. I was playing darts with a man named Freddie Got Finger at a bar here in Brooklyn. And I, instead of paying him the bet, I
Yeah.
decided to just send him a day laborer.
Oh, yeah, that's great, guys. You basically sold me into I'm not even going to say the word.
Well, there's nothing like the value of hard work.
You can't not say slavery.
There's nothing like the value of Howard work. That's literally the words that just came out of your mouth, Sam.
What? No, hard work.
Howard work.
You said you meant hard work, but what you said is Howard work because that's what you see me as. You
Howard.
guys see me as a little thing that you can kick around, like your little puppy that you can just kick down the hallway. Like that's the way I feel like you guys see me.
Sometimes it's just Howard to talk to you because you don't want to hear anything we're saying, and it's just a little Howard to communicate.
Well, you say kick and I say Howard.
And maybe every once in a while you need to leave us alone.
Okay. These aren't Freudian. At this point, you guys are fucking with me.
Oh
okay?
my God, I was slipping.
No.
I had no idea I was slipping.
Yeah, you
Look.
guys are Freudian slipping me. Okay.
Howard,
Frodo and slipping.
Howard, I'm going to say this right now.
Say it.
If I
Say
was
it to his face.
in the position you were in,
Get further away from me.
Jesus, I can't have a real moment with you.
No,
I can't
have a real moment with me, but not inches from my face.
Be
Todd.
vulnerable face to face with me for once.
Okay,
to
I'm
nose.
open. I'm open.
Nose to nose.
Heart open.
As I talk, my lips are going to continue to graze your lips. Okay?
Howard, it's not that hard. Just people.
Be vulnerable.
Let him spit. Let him spit a little bit.
Okay, look me in the eyes.
Okay.
Deep.
Well, pick an eye.
Okay. You left one. I'm looking you in your left eye.
Okay. Now look me in my T-Boz.
Is that your schnoz?
Oh, whoa,
Oh, the Jew has a schnoz.
whoa,
That's
Howard.
not what schnoz means.
Whoa.
Oh, really?
You won't say slavery, but you'll scream schnoz.
A schnoz has no Jewish connotation. It's just slang for
It's
nose.
all over the Merchant of Venice.
No. Nobody's.
Yeah, it's littered through Death of a Salesman.
No. You
There's
guys are.
schnoz all through those things.
I mean, cats, there's Kitty Schnozola.
Okay.
That's right.
You
Look,
know-
I was going to be real with you. And
Be
I was
real
going
with
to say
me.
something.
Be real
but
with
no,
me.
but now I feel like I've been offended.
You know, that's how the Holocaust probably started. One
How?
guy said schnoz.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. Hitler made a little joke. He made a little off-color joke about not being able to see at the movies because someone had turned sideways and his schnoz was in the way. That's where the whole thing started.
Oh, wow, Howard. You're as funny as Hitler.
Come Come on.
Isn't that a nice fit? I bet that feels really good for you.
That's not
There's
funny.
Wow.
My friend is as funny as Hitler. I bet it feels great.
That is
we're
not
supposed to
fair.
feel sorry for this man.
That's not fair, you guys. You can't just hit me with a Hitler comparison. That's not what I was doing. I didn't mean when I said schnoz. I was being.
Oh, he said it again.
I was being playful.
Oh my God.
Bill, that was a fake faint.
I'm on the floor.
That was fake. You're
Give
faking.
me water.
What do you guys want
Is
from
there
me?
a doctor in the hotel?
Give me some room.
Give him room. Get back.
Normally, the person who's hurt doesn't say, "Give me some room." It's someone else who's looking after them who
Is
says,
that
"Give-"
doctor in the house?
And no, we don't want to know who's normally the doctor, Howard.
Yeah, I bet
Asian-
Howard will find the doctor.
Asian people are normally doctors.
Oh.
What?
Howard.
Asia's pretty big, and I think Israel's in it. So
Yeah.
That was anti-Semitic.
No. Okay. You know what, guys?
Asia's pretty big.
I think you need to take an anti-Semitical.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
It's like a
Yes.
sabbatical from anti-Semitism. You
Yeah.
need to take a break.
I'm not anti-Semitic. I'm the most Semitic guy you will ever meet.
What does it mean?
Semitic?
Yeah.
Into Jews.
Oh my God. That
No.
sounded nasty. So you're into
So you
Jews?
think it's a kink? You think it's just a
No.
kink?
I saw your dating game show, and that was a tough thing to come straight out
Wait,
with. Well, contestant
that
number
aired?
3 says he's into Jews.
Is that aired already?
Yes, it aired.
Jesus,
well, I
man.
rushed it to air.
I went to do audience work because that was one of the things that I was trying to do as a tourist. I didn't realize that had aired already. They picked me for the show. Dang, I missed it.
Yeah, there's no way to get copy of that now.
Does anybody
It's
have
on
a
the air,
DVR?
and now it lives on air.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm not anti-Semitic. I love Jews. Two of my best friends are Jews.
Okay. Let's.
Let's get off the
That
sentence.
is
You know
the
what I mean?
worst sentence.
Can you
Prove
feel
it.
the air leaving the room, Howard? And it's
don't-
it's not coming through my big nose.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I've offended you. I know that's not an apology. We decided that a few weeks ago. I am sorry that the views that I unknowingly hold have an air of anti-Semitism. That's not the truth. I love you guys. I'm going to
say
stop
it.
talking because I'm digging myself.
I trust
Okay,
you. You're
Bill.
forgiven in my book.
Thank you, Jesus. Now, really quickly, I don't think you guys ever paid me back for the bill at the restaurant.
How much was that? I remember that was when we were going to have a meal, but we didn't have time, so we just split the appetizer, right? We all had waters. Yeah. So that was like 16, right? And you said, I got it.
It was 16, and I tipped 5%. So
You tipped 5? So you want us to reimburse you for the bad tip?
I don't want to be involved with that terrible tip. But I just I'll give you the money. Just take it. Here.
Yeah, here.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna reimburse you the 4 for the meal, but I'm gonna reimburse you for a 25% tip too to sort of right the ship there.
okay, well, it's not going to the waiter.
I guess not.
Todd,
but, you know,
listen
I
to
just want to
yourself.
be good on my part.
Well, now that we've gotten through some of the company business, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't figured it out already, you're listening to the Teacher's Lounge, the first, best, and only podcast about the going-ons at Hamilton High School. Used to be. Now we're in New York, the Las Vegas of the Far East. And last week, as will happen every once in a while, some wires got crossed. A different podcast came out. If you listen to the Teacher's Barge,
No,
Yeah, I don't
We're
understand
sorry.
what they weren't teachers.
No, I was there. I didn't realize they were.
Why do they call it
recording
the teacher's barge?
They said I asked them that exact question because when I realized that they were recording a podcast that had basically the same name as our podcast, I said, "Hey
Right.
guys, why do you call it that?" They said, "Well, you guys have sort of built up. We won't say goodwill, but you've built
Will.
up will in the podcast universe. We are sort of aping off your audience."
oh, that's so they were trying to
Interesting.
steal some of our audience.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow,
if
we
you,
must be huge.
if you're a fan of our huge podcast, do not like and subscribe to Teacher's Barge. We don't want to be splitting listens. We know.
Give them a negative review. In fact, maybe head over to iTunes if it's on there and hit it with a 1-star. Say
Yeah, go
trash.
online and Google everything that says teachers and give it a negative review. Maybe
Yeah.
it's a teacher in your local community.
Anything that rhymes with teachers.
Yes.
1 star.
1 star.
Show up to the Tuggies and boo them. If you're a member of the Tuggy voting community, don't give them cleanest barge.
Don't give them cleanest barge. It's all political anyway.
I know.
Now,
It's a
New
waste.
York, I think we are officially New Yorkers.
Absolutely.
I think we're fitting in here. We had a really nice experience at the Natural History Museum. I think
Yeah.
it kind of grounded all of us after a tough couple of weeks.
Well, it's interesting
Yeah.
to see sort of directly like the bones of things you came from. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I went up to a lot of little plaques that have all the information of the skeleton, and I skimmed the first sentence and moved on.
Yeah. But you would nod while you were doing it and kind of.
I get it. I get it.
And I heard a couple of the jokes that you pitched to the kids standing next to you about the skeletons. You know, you seem to have a take on all the different skeletons that we saw.
I did. Triceratops, more like Tricerabottoms, if you know what I mean.
That's right. You put that big underwear on him. You put the big underwear on the skeleton.
Yeah, I gave him little bottoms, little boy bottoms, and so that was it. And of course I had Brontosaurus, more like Brana, stay on the groundus. It does not soar into
right.
the sky.
And then you had put underwear on and pulled it down to the ground.
Yes. A lot of my humor in the Natural History Museum was pantsing dinosaur skeletons.
Well, it makes sense because most of the people there were kids, and you know that's the kind of humor that works with kids. And it
Yeah.
seemed like you were just trying to get a reaction out of these children.
You got to know your audience. And you're a hit with these kids comedy-wise.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been learning it in my youth group classes. I've been in youth group.
You came to New York and joined youth group.
Yeah.
That's a small little side thing I do, but it's got something to do with kids.
Yeah, you've been, but you kind of realize you share a sense of humor.
I
You
do.
can make them laugh just by talking sometimes.
I fucking get real angsty with adults.
Yeah.
I'm like, just let me go out. No, I know I'm coming home. You know, it's
Who are you talking to in that
Yeah.
scenario?
other adults.
So you see most adults as like parental figures who won't let you do stuff.
Yes.
Well, we got into it last night because you wanted to go to do a movie, and I said that's fine, but I think it would be safer if you're back before dark.
Yeah, and I fucking snuck out. What were you sleeping next to this morning?
A
Your
bunch
therapist?
of pillows. No, I haven't slept with my therapist in years. Yeah, a bunch of pillows, some sunglasses, and a tape recorder broadly snoring.
Yeah, I would really spend a lot of time getting the perfect snore, and then I left the volume way up.
The volume was too loud.
How did you even sneak out, though, Bill? The window was open, but we're in the penthouse.
Yeah, we're on the 13th.
You didn't suction cup down, did you?
I suction cup. I Mission Impossible down. Suction cup down. Sort of hopping from one window to the one window, and on the 6th floor, I missed a window and I went all the way down onto an awning. Was bounced up onto another awning, and then I landed on a cab, a car cab. And the cab, guess where it took me?
To the movie?
To Stuber?
Right into Stuber.
The cab took you to Stuber. Now, that's almost ironic.
It was. It was very, very funny. It was, I will say, it was a lot like the plot of Stuber. Stuber.
Sam, you wept through most of the Natural History Museum.
Yeah, I was surprised it affected me so emotionally.
Yeah, it really. I rarely see you touched by human connection, but animals, much like Tony Soprano and other psychopaths, animals really get to you.
There's just something I understand about animals and how they need nothing from me. Do you know what I mean? They
Interesting.
can love you and you can love them, and then you can just put them in a crate and go away. And it's so awesome to just have that unconditional love. And I saw those dinosaurs and I started weeping. I saw those bugs and I started weeping. I saw little kids and I started weeping.
Oh.
They kicked me out and I started weeping.
Yeah, I saw you weeping by the little hot dog little cart right across from the museum.
Yeah. Well, that was because it was a hot dog. Too hot of a hot dog.
Oh, you burned your tongue.
I burned my tongue and it had hurt. So I was weeping about the heat. But I was just really awestruck at the Natural History Museum. And
Yeah, you kind of went on a little bit of a sort of, I won't say pilgrimage because it didn't seem like you had a destination. You just kind of walked for a while and you texted us every now and then telling us where you were.
Yeah.
it was a pilgrimage.
Well,
Yeah?
outfit-wise, based on the pictures, it was certainly a pilgrimage.
Yes.
Did you steal that from one of the Natural History Museum dioramas?
No.
Because I did,
Wink.
I did notice a diorama in a very large suit.
Yeah.
That didn't seem like it was made for it.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was in the garment district and found the cheapest, biggest suit I could buy, so I knew it would fit someone, And then I put it on one of the mannequins, and I was walking around as a pilgrim.
It was interesting to see people trying to make sense of the first Thanksgiving diorama when it was Native Americans and a couple pilgrims and then a man in a huge suit.
Yes.
It just
Yeah.
didn't really...
Yeah.
Also, the food was very unhealthy, and I feel like at one point it turned into a diorama.
That's true, and I have to take ownership for that. The hot dog I had found out was hot because it had been boiling in there for a couple of months. So that hot
So
dog
you
gave
went
me.
back into the Natural History Museum and diarrheaed in the diorama.
Well, I figured I got to go to the bathroom. Oh, I left my hat in the diorama, and then while I was there, I accidentally had some diarrhea.
Yeah. I mean, I do think that your pilgrimage, it was a lot about self-discovery, but towards the end, it did start to tip over into kind of an unhealthy, let's get these indigenous people out of here. This is my land.
Well, I got to the point in every trip where you find manifest destiny, and you go, "This land is for me,"
Right.
And I really got into that in a while. I had started taking
Yeah.
any native character and throwing him out in the.
You
alley.
overpowered a lot of those Central Park horses.
That's right.
And you're like, this is my land. And you fucking like,
I annexed half of Central Park.
yeah.
yeah.
In my mind.
Well, no, yeah, you annexed half of it, and the horses are on a reservation on the other half of Central Park.
And let me tell you, the Trail of Tears in that case was really sad.
It was, yeah. But,
Not in the original case, but in that case.
wow, Howard, interesting. So it was sadder when it was horses.
Interesting.
That's interesting.
Okay.
That's very interesting.
We're talking about Indians, not Jews, Howard. Jesus.
Pick a racism, Howard. Okay.
Pick a racism. I think that, and I could tell from all your Instagram posts, it's very nice that you're spending some time with yourself.
And
Well, it's just been really nice to like hang out with animals, hang out with nature, hang out in a lot of places that are just grounding me, and other people, which are always the problem, are not upsetting my calm, cool nature. you know?
yeah,
Right.
it does feel though that you have sort of turned like a portion of Central Park into a literal sort of sanctuary where there are now walls that you have built, and it is like
Yeah, and I painted it with my blood. It says the Hermit of Central Park. No one come in.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the city is trying to do what they can, but there's I guess some squatters' rights rule where if you are set up somewhere they can't move you immediately. And
Oh, I'm glad there's that rule. I thought they were just scared to come in.
I'm assuming that there's a rule, but there could
Yeah.
be fear in the NYPD.
I think when you set that Sex and the City tour bus on fire, it really scared some people off.
Yeah, that was big. That was pretty big. But, the music kept playing and everybody had a pretty good time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They filed right off the bus and do.
I think in society today, it's so hard to be alone. You found an extreme way to do it.
Yeah.
But you are doing it.
Well, New York City is the best place to come if you really want to get alone and hear your own thoughts. You know what I mean? You just
A lot of
find a
people don't
space
say
like
that.
the middle of Central Park, build a little ramshackle building, put blood on it, and nobody bothers you. It's fantastic. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
If you guys want to come by later, I got it set up pretty comfy in there. You know what I mean? I know it says no one can come in, but you guys are my buds. You can
Thank
come in
you.
and hang.
Thank you.
I mean, I saw an overhead view of it. It has a very sort of darker Winterfell sort of vibe on the inside.
Darker Winterfell.
Yeah, just
Winterfell
like-
notoriously dark.
Yeah, like it just doesn't look definitely doesn't look modern in there.
No.
To say the least.
No, not quite. Well, I had to make it mostly with sticks and things like that. It's, if we're being honest, it's less of a building and more of a bird's nest.
I see. Well, yeah, that would explain why you were gathering a lot of sticks in your mouth.
Yeah, you can still use your hands even though it's a bird's
No,
nest.
I was just getting into the process. You know what I mean? When we were in that natural history museum, I think I just was like, this is what we are. We are animals. We are natural. And this is the thing. I need to get everyone away from me and build a bird house.
I mean, it canonically in the story of the Teacher's Lounge, it makes a bit of sense that you would have made a bird's nest because we don't talk about it much, but you are a descendant from birds.
That's
Well,
right.
we'll see
My parents.
when we reveal the episode of where you come from. We'll see if that is true.
Immaculate
But we have
Conception
said it.
episode
We have
coming
said it.
soon.
I have parrots. I have step parrots.
I am wondering because I was cast in Shakespeare in the Park, and I'm wondering what's going to happen with that if you're taking up so much of the park now. Because this is a big role for me.
Yeah, and who are you cast by?
A lot of casting
Yeah.
these days, and
Who were you cast by, Todd?
I don't know a lot
Did
of
you notice
casting.
the lobby? Anything in the lobby? Big refrigerator?
Yeah, I went and auditioned, and there were some refrigerator boxes, and all my interactions.
water?
Sorry.
Did you take a sip of water?
Was there a tall glass of water in the corner?
Of course, I was nervous, but almost no water came out of the glass. It looked like a glass of water, but it was very heavy.
I am so happy to finally be in on one of these.
After so many theater auditions that don't go well, to get the email from Real Shakespeare at fakeemail.com. It really, I'll be honest with you, I wept because it's like, I finally made it,
Yeah.
I'm doing true Shakespeare in the Park.
You finally made it to performing for free in a park.
Yeah, it was always a dream of mine to do art for art's sake. And so I'm playing this character. I don't remember it from Hamlet, but it's Shit Man.
Yeah, have you seen a script yet, Todd?
Yeah. It
Sounds like a pretty interesting piece.
He's interesting. For the reality of the show, he has to be covered in real feces.
Your own, right?
That's what the script said. But, it's, again...
Don't get it anywhere near the writers, right?
Yeah, nowhere near the writers. And it's weird. He can't even interact with the actors. And he does it somewhere not even near the play. It's almost like if you're walking through... It's like Sleep No More. You're walking through a house, interactive show in New York. It's a little like that. And so I guess I'm in a different area of the park, and Shit Man's covered in shit. And...
When's your first rehearsal, Todd?
Well, it's...
And where is it?
Yeah, when and where?
let me just open up my email real quick. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, I just got a rehearsal location.
Same email?
What's that?
Same email?
Yeah, same email, Real Shakespeare at fakeemail.com. Let's see here. So rehearsal location. Oh, I just got another one too.
Wow, these guys are hot on your
follow.
trail for acting.
Yeah, this is great. Rehearsal location. This one says, that's weird. Hoboken Toilet House?
Wow, that sounds like a beautiful venue.
Yeah.
I can get more of these. Okay. So I read the first one. Another one came that I haven't read yet.
Hey, you know what they say? This Real Shakespeare is prolific.
Oh, it said come having had. So I guess I have to, they won't be feeding me there. I have to eat beforehand. Okay, 4 emails. I got to pay off all of these. Okay, so
No, you just
4
have to
more.
read them.
That's what I mean. So let's see. The
Do any
first
of them
one
talk
is,
about leaving tickets at will call, maybe?
When is it?
okay, so I've now got 6 to pay off, I think.
Bill, keep emailing Todd jokes.
Okay.
Keep emailing him jokes.
So let's see.
honestly, I feel like
Hoboken Toilet House. Come having had. Oh, here's one. Come having served.
Shit
Do I-
man's supposed to come having served
I have to
dinner.
have served dinner to somebody. I guess
And
it's
how
for
are
the
they going to
character.
check that, I wonder?
Yeah, how do they check? I guess I'll film my. Oh, okay. That's 5 more I have to pay off because I did 1. Okay, so come having had, come having served. Come having hat. Okay.
God, this Shakespeare guy has a lot of ideas for your plays.
You just do them all in one email.
Yeah, I just said, oh, all right. So that's 11 I have to pay off. So come having hat
It
was
looks
the
like
last
your
one.
battery's about to die, though, on your laptop, Todd.
Oh, that's okay. I'll just open it on my flip phone. Oh, no, that was 30. Okay, so it's 41 total I have to pay out. I just got come having hat. Oh, here's one. You're uncast? Oh, my God. Oh, no, the next one is JK. Oh, and the next one is Simmons is replacing you. Okay. Am I cast? J.K. Simmons is Oh, just kidding. Simmons is replacing you. Who is just kidding Simmons?
Do they mean Russell Simmons?
Maybe it's Russell Simmons is just
Gene?
kidding.
For real, Simmons.
For real.
I think that's for real.
That's for real. Oh, here we go. Oh, I'm understudy now. Come prepared in shit. Next email parentheses, still having had. Next one, still having served. Next one, leave the hat at home. Oh, that's good. Okay.
Well, I can't wait to see this. It sounds like
Yeah.
a really beautiful.
Oh, this was all of these were jokes except for the first one. You are cast.
Yeah.
We'll feed you. Please come in your own shit.
That's exciting. Did you ever
Yeah.
get the time?
69?
What do you think that means, Todd? Does that mean 69?
Must be a matinee.
Oh,
I think they explained it.
the time when you would most likely 69. Is this a puzzle I have to solve now? Oh. Okay, so that's 2 more. Okay, there's 3, 4 more. What are you guys doing on your computers while I'm reading
Looking at
these
porno.
emails?
Porno!
Oh, I got
Jacking
you.
off to completion.
Yeah, porn.
Well, I'm gonna filter through. It's probably not very fun for you guys. You're probably jealous.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's this one's my headshot, but my eyes are crossed out. That's weird. Okay, well, I'm really excited. Like I said,
awesome.
I emailed my whole family to come see it because they always said you'd never be cast in a play.
Oh, I mean, shit. Did you send the wrong one?
What was that?
I accidentally sent a picture.
No.
Oh, this is Anthony's wiener.
Why do you
Anthony
have that on your
Weiner's
computer?
wiener?
I don't know.
God, I just got an email.
Oh.
Anthony's wiener. Why are you sending this to everybody?
Jesus, Howard.
Oh no! It sent it out to all my contacts.
No.
Yes, and I have the whole world on my contact list.
The whole world?
Subject line: Look at the schnoz downstairs on this Jew.
No!
Unbelievable.
I bought all of the world's contact information from Facebook.
A downstairs schnoz.
Oh, I'm gonna kill myself.
Do it! Do it! Finally!
Go up to the Empire State Building and hop off.
Go up to the Empire State Building and jump on a penny.
Do it! Jump out of 30 Rock tomorrow at your SNL audition.
But high up, not just the observation deck.
Oh, yeah, higher.
That's my high up.
Look, this is going to be a lot for. We'll see if you kill yourself. This will be a nice cliffhanger. Come check back next week. See if Howard killed himself.
Yeah.
Just got an email. Oh, it's the address for the toilet house.
Good.
It says
In
it's
Hoboken?
It's Hoboken, but hobo and Ken are 2 separate words.
Maybe it's inside the hobo can.
That noise was my phone lighting on fire.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Oh,
that out.
we got to put
Howard,
this out.
You're fucked, man.
You're fucked,
A
dude.
racist email
A racist
to the world.
text to all of the world.
You're fucked, dude.
I don't know what you're going to do to get out of this one.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm really
Either.
excited to see your rendition of Shakespeare as Shitman next week. And
Yeah,
I
Macbeth.
feel like I'm feeling like I'm really thriving in the park. I can't wait to sit on top of my nest and watch you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And
and
we're-
I've got an announcement next episode where the brick and mortar BKBS booth is located. I've procured a lease.
Oh, big cliffhanger. Come
It's
back
not
next week.
actually in Dumbo, Brooklyn or Gus Gus, Brooklyn.
That's right.
It's not.
the announcement's going to be where it is.
Yes.
Oh, that's great. Maybe you could announce it earlier and you could actually have people come to it. Or you do want it to be a cliffhanger for 7 days where you're paying for the lease.
It will be in
Stay flippy!
Well, that's a skinny on the minute. That's all that I know. You gotta hit the road, but first, pour me a cup of that Joe.
Hey there, this is Kevin, the Teachers Lounge producer. The guys would like to thank Casey Trela, who's made the amazing theme song on the show. You can check out his music at Tuft, Tuft music.com. Also, Teachers Lounge has a bunch of great merch available at podswag.com. And say you like the show, which you obviously do, and you want to share it with some friends, the first 5 seasons are available for free. Thanks for listening.